Hi, I'm Sharon,
Hi, I'm Gary,
and we're Rough Road RV Life
and we like looking at freedom
every day.
every day. We're going to do a little video here on boondocking or lot docking at Cracker Barrel. And the reason we're going to do this is to explain why we decided to stay at Cracker Barrel on one of our trips.
Well, it's our first Cracker Barrel stay. So now we've done Walmart, Cabela's, and this was our first Cracker Barrel.
Right. And we were up in the panhandle of Florida, and we had to travel to Cabela, Florida, which is in the central Florida. And it was 400 miles.
It was far.
It was far.
It was outside of our travel zone.
Comfort zone. So we left the campground at around 1 o'clock, planned to go to Lake City, and there's a Cracker Barrel there. We decided to stay the night there at the Cracker Barrel and then have a short 2-hour run to get home the next morning. So the Cracker Barrel, it's fine. It's got the Cracker Barrel in Lake City, Florida. It's off of I-75, and there's 3 entrances to the Cracker Barrel. The third entrance would be the RV entrance if you decide that you want to stay at the Cracker Barrel there. We got there around 4-ish, and we were the first ones there, but by 6:30, it was pretty full.
We were a little nervous because when we first got there were no other RVs. So then we're thinking, are we allowed to stay here? Even though RV Trip Wizard said we could, RV Parky said we could. I'd already checked, but I hadn't called yet. So we went in to have dinner and we asked and we could. And lo and behold, it filled up pretty good. So our tip would be go early.
Right.
Earlier in the day rather than later, because by nightfall, that whole side was full of RVs and trucks and trailers, and even they were parked along the side of it. So it filled up.
Right. So the purpose of Cracker Barrel for us, or Cabela's, or Walmart, or any of those type of lot docking, boondocking type of spots would
Parking
be
lot docking? Is there a word for that? I don't know.
I think I've heard lot docking, but
Yeah.
Anyway, it's to break up a long trip. We only need to stay a night instead of having to look for an RV spot or a campsite to stay at. So that's why we chose the Cracker Barrel in this instance, because it was midway between us. If you plan on staying at a Cracker Barrel, just check before you go. I can give you a couple of instances. There's in Florida, there's a Cracker Barrel in Tallahassee that sits way up on a hill. You can't go there for overnight parking. But then there's one in Ocala, Florida, off State Road 200, that's got a separate parking lot for RVs. So they're all a little bit different. So if you want to stay at a Cracker Barrel, just call ahead and see if you can do it.
Right. And again, the tools I used are RV Trip Wizard, and you can filter that by just overnight parking, and that'll show you what Walmarts are available or what Cracker Barrels or any place that allows overnight parking. You can see that and you can click on it, and then you can follow up and see, okay, can I stay there for the night? Now, RV Trip Wizard is $39.99, I believe, for a year now, but it's so much more than just being able to check on overnight parking, which we've talked about before and we'll talk about again. RV Parky is just an app that you put on the phone, and it is free, and you can look for places. You can filter down with that as well. And you can also use all stays, but I used a pro version. I don't know if they have the free anymore. The pro version is anywhere from $30 to $32, depending on if you want it to renew every year or just 1 year at a time. So
Yes.
all of those you can filter and see where it's just a place to overnight park, because sometimes we don't need full hookups. We don't need anything that's offered at a RV park. We just need a place to stay for the night.
And there's that other one too, like the wineries and places you can stay.
Harvest Host.
Harvest Host. Yes.
Harvest Host. We were a member of that last year, but we never had a chance to use it because there wasn't a place anywhere in our travels. So
and that's not free. You gotta be a member.
You do have to pay for that, but it is. People that use it really swear by it, and you can stay at some really nice places such as wineries, and someone stayed at an alpaca farm, and there's just all different kinds of places that you'll get to stay.
Enjoy the little video that we put together about the Cracker Barrel. Check out those apps that we just talked about.
Sometimes all you need is a night at a Cracker Barrel. so that you can have dinner and breakfast before you hit the road again. Thank you, Cracker Barrel. When we got here, we were the only RV, and we were a little nervous about it, but it did fill up. In fact, I think there's some on the other side maybe. They're very nice, food is good, but it is a busy little Cracker Barrel, as all Cracker Barrels are. And they have an entrance for RVs, just FYI. Just keep on going. Not the first entrance, not the second entrance, but the third entrance is for RVs.
We're going to see you again in the next video, right?
Right. Next video is going to be, now that we're winding down our 2019 journey,
Yeah.
what would we tell our 2019 selves?
Yes.
Our newbie
We're going to roll back the hands of time to 2018, and what will we tell ourselves before our 2019 trip that we might
before
wanna
we
do
ever
different?
traveled
Yep.
across the country. So we're going to be sharing that in the next
Yes.
video.
So stay tuned for that, and click like and subscribe, hit the bell, and do all that stuff.
Follow the journey.
Yes. So I'm Gary,
Sharon,
Rough Road RV Life.
we love looking at freedom.
Safe travels.
See you on the road. On the road this morning, almost back to our winter